kemarin terputus. Oke. Sekarang melawan Childe. Yo.
Wow!
Blah blah
Look, it
blah
wasn't
blah.
enough for
Kemarin
this world to that some more. Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet,
Ini
take
udah
a nap on top of... Oh, right. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely some... Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go...
Let's go by one. Childe.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would if it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together? It would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed. Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
Menghentikan percetakan Mora.
The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Aku tidak akan mendekat.
I'm not asking for your blessing. And there's nothing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, either way, we now come to my favorite part. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes,
Siang, bro.
and consider the consequences of her actions.
Pagi menuju siang.
But
Ya,
as for
siang.
me, the
Siang.
greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong
Yes,
opponents.
lagi kosong,
We
tidak
won't
ada
let what happened in
tidak
Mondstadt
ada
ever happen again.
pekerjaan untuk
Oh, so
dilaksanakan.
you intend to fight me?
So yes,
Good. I
I do
won't
this.
kill you,
Aduh,
Traveler.
sinyalku merah
I'll just play along
lagi.
to feel the thrill of
Perasaan
battle.
kemarin bagus-bagus aja
Besides,
deh.
you could never defeat
Sumpah,
me,
sinyalku
not
gak ada
even
yang
in your
nonton bagus loh,
wildest
hijau terus
dreams.
loh.
But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without
Sekarang
that,
aku lagi
what else
misi
is there?
Liyue terakhir ya ini. Habis Childe kan pasti lawan Osial kan ingatku.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Bertarung.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. A fine opportunity.
Aku ini pak gimana?
Not bad. Not bad.
Apakah
You've got a trick or two. Good.
Gosok
No
apa
wonder
gitu?
Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
I hear everything.
Go! You're free now! Not too far through! No use hiding back there! Gotcha!
Oh ya. Selamat kamu.
Crush you!
Bang. Selamat, happy
Not
going.
bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive.
Apa? Lawan Childe
That's
dulu.
about as far as you'll get.
My God. No.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected.
Dia.
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now.
Bleh.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
True form of child. Takut aku bro. Tatalia. Adventure sebentar.
But this is going to cost you!
Ini belum bisa di skip ya, ini simpen. Dikasih.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
Let me take it!
Nothing personal. Ah, why can't? Let's nip that in the bud. Mind the wind. Here.
Stop.
Terra smash. Quake.
Wow.
You're cut.
Ya, easy. Ya, ketutupan.
Look!
Leg.
Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take...
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Senyora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Karena kami memulihkan kekuatanku yang sebenarnya secara bertahap. Oh my God. Kami.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My
Di sini
quest
udah
still
langsung
beckons.
aktifin 1000
Given that the
Shiki,
Gnosis
gak sih?
wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that
Rex Lapis masih hidup. Ya Allah.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Oh ya, langsung.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
Oh no.
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial,
Osial,
overlord of the
Osial.
Vortex,
Bukan
who
Osial,
was defeated by
Osial.
Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Bukan.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Menggandakannya.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no... Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Cutscene. Langsung. Stop.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Oh, ini tiba langsung di atas jet chamber ya. Iya.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the
Overlord of
sea?
the Vortex.
It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy. Even...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing?
Ooh,
Now that's
scary.
So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qi did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
5-star moment dibuang.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong ballista!
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Free. Let's go. Easy now, Kakuku.
Pasti sini dong. Oh,
Enshroud. Farewell. Mind the wind.
masa dikit lah. Tembak. Belum dikit. Wah, udah. Reload. Oke. Mana?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Anjing.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring.
Aduh.
Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart.
Damn
Here,
it.
take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like this kind of giant card!
Dikit.
Wow! It's a 9-page shockwave! This grid is really strong!
kita bisa tahu dia mana pick dia di support.
Not too far now. One with the force. Nothing personal.
Turun dah.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Tapi aku nggak bisa habis. Mana musuh? Dan
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Let's nip that in the bud.
I'll uproot you! Can't see? Farewell!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
go. Ya.
Mind your step.
Dikit.
I hear everything.
One with the force.
I guess this is it.
Nembak jitu. Yang ke
To dust. Terra smash.
Sukses.
Be free. Mind the wind.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades. Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Ya. Belas 10.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Loh, terus Ningguang gimana? No. Ningguang. Mommy?
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building that first. It was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years.
1700 tahun lalu.
According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
konflik antara penjaga dan yang dijaga.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's nice that we Childe wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
Kok
Paimon
tinggal
doesn't
pergi?
get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Wangshen. Wangshen funeral parlor.
Easy now, Kakuku.
Di sini ketemu tahu ya. Ya kan, di sini ketemu tahu. Very lady.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Ini ketemu sama si
Doesn't the
Sinyong.
Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this, we had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh belum ya, belum ketemu tahu. Atas.
Let's go.
Mana sih? Nah, untung aku punya horor. Masuk bank. Dan kita disuguhi
You call this
Sinyong.
cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
My God,
And
close up sekali.
You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time,
Okay.
seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the...
Acot.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
Palamu bersama.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you
Aku yang
may
akan
very well
menulis
hold this
opini.
against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
Okay, time to screenshot. You, what of you?
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. Then no...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For
How sanctimonious.
Meskipun aku sudah menduga sebelumnya. Jadi Rex Lapis adalah Zhongli.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Memalsukan kematiannya agar para Adeptus dan juga manusia Liyue bersatu.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about...
gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see. Am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Childe, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Chising, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew, and this meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Chising. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said,
Tindakan Liyue.
They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Bacanya gimana sih tadi? Dapul.
Well then, With the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Apa yang kau lihat, eh?
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Apa yang lebih berharga daripada gunung?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon.
Yang artinya
My contract to end all contracts.
Contract that ends all contracts. The contract that ends all contract. Berarti kontrak-kontrak sebelumnya dengan kontrak ini akan hancur. Dibatalkan berarti ada.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Kambing lah. Mana rahasia-rahasia lagi. Jangan ngobrol juga sih.
Paimon can't. So Zhongli, what sort of contract did?
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
You're so petty.
Setelah debu dari cepat banget sumpah.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Loncat dong. Leslie. Rite of parting. Perpisahan ya. Acara pemakaman ya.
Mind the wind.
Madam Peggy.
Let's go.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
That yo.
So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
The Fatui?
Childe jadi
They certainly are very suspicious.
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yeah, I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things?
Forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over...
Hear ye all! The Chising's words.
Hear you all.
Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not, and to let not their hearts be saddened.
Grieve not.
Nor are they to believe
Not to
street-born
grieve.
rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Well,
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up. Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the right of...
saatnya kalau bisa ini emang malam ya, aku nggak inget deh, emang ini malam ya? Iya nggak sih?
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
So young.
The Liyue Chising always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Adikku. My sister.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains.
Why you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
In a private. Observasi parfum. Yo, udah.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out...
You're right. I do lack the mora.
Orang tidak punya mora. Mengapa Morax bisa kekurangan mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to...
Latihan menjadi
no
manusia.
wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
When we are using
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue prefer to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Raiden.
Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
That's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse. That said, The reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue chief coaching is absolutely right now. Though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must... Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Bersabarlah.
Have patience.
Kurasa pencerahan akan segera.
I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Anjir. Harus level 30 dulu. Chapter 1 selesai. Aku nak chapter 2. Misi. Bentar. Oh ya, aku daily ya? Lupa aku. Tadi udah daily guys.
Let's go.
Add Astra.
Tuh dikit lagi 30.
Add Astra.
Ada.
Thank you for completing to.
Aduh, masih kurang 2000 poin lagi.
Add Astra Abyss.
Ada berita apa tidak?
Ah, traveler. You have come at just the right time. I have something for you.
Misi pengawalan.
You're certainly very familiar with the kind of work we do. But I'm afraid this has nothing to do with any of the above commissions. Please take this brand new Adventurers Guild notebook.
Wih, ada bukunya beneran. Wih, niat. Tapi aku sudah punya panduan
The
petualang.
Adventurer Handbook is for recording details of your completed commissions and intel on all sorts of monsters. Whereas this notebook is for recording the marvelous people and wonderful events you encounter on your travels. I hope it will be of help to you. Anyway, that's all for now. My commission is complete. Safe travels, traveler. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
What? That's it? Travel account? Buku catatan tebal. Buka. Loh, apa nih? Nanti cepat. Oh ya. Aduh, goblok ya, enggak. Enggak bisa jadi apa-apa itu buku. Betul ya. Kisah pelancong. Oh, udah tadi barusan ya. Kociku rumahku, pedagang populasi ikan. Aduh. Bentar. Kucing abu-abu. Berikan padaku. Kita disuruh nyari kucing abu-abu. Bukan. Oke, kita ke nenek pemadam. Loh, tiba-tiba ada kepala isong di sini. Loh, bentar. Tar dulu li, Chongli.
Mind the wind.
juga. Nenek tiba.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh ya?
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift.
A gift? For Paimon?
Tidak perlu sebegitu.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
Okay.
When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of... Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have...
That's right! Findings...
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. And if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but complete. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact... goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the Traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chising.
What
a shame.
What a shame.
A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess, kinda. My old man said he was one anyway.
Ayahku seorang Adeptus.
He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Tidak ada cara agar lebih cepat lagi menaik level. Gila, mari. Saat meteorit yang dibuat oleh Starfell Sword hancur, akan terjadi ledakan. Oh, kipa. Oh. Harus banget ya balik ke sini ya. Mulai cepat. Mulai cepat. Orang aku belum ada apa-apa buat ke sana. Oh, udah bisa tele ya? Wait. Ini kan. Di sini aja belum ada telenya loh. Terus ini mulai cepat. What do you mean mulai cepat? tak ke Q. Bentar.
So, are you buying or not?
Ifang. Aduh, bukan. Oh, ini ceritanya si Yasha, si Jiao. Rex. Jiai. Tongli di atas ya? Oh, minum teh kayak. Kayak gitu. Ini Chongli.
A seat with a view.
Clerk Zhao. Mana Chonglinya?
Bang.
Oh,
And with that,
oh di sini Li. Chongli. Kok gak ada kok gak ada voice sih? Kantong teh bagus dari Fontaine. Kan bisa pergi ambil air dari sana. Air yang mengalir akan mengendap bila dituang di badan. Nyeduh teh aja repot. Kita disuruh ke fountain buat ambil air gitu maksudnya. Anekdot udah tercatat. What the? Oh, anekdot. Chongli. Oh, jadi kita bisa ketemu sama orang-orang di sini. Oh, buat permohonan. Operasi meninggalkan Rito. Bro, that's so lame, bro. Anjir. Yaudahlah, ayo ketemu. Bertemu dengan Dance Levis ya. Dance Levis.
Yeah. Traveler, please, over here.
Over here.
It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
Lebih banyak teman akan lebih
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dresses off. Wait, do you mean, does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? I just can't...
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer.
Lawrence sedang sibuk apa sih? Astaga naga. Wagner Lawrence. Aduh, demi siapa sih orang-orang nih? Itu Lawrence loh. Ini ada loh orang yang aku udah bisa. Alang. Well, I think that's all for now. Cerita di Liyue sudah berakhir. Mondstadt udah berakhir. Ini cerita apa sih? Apa ini? Namanya apa sih? Dance Slave. Oh, Dance Slave itu cerita sendiri ya? Oh ya. So yes, sepertinya sudah dulu. Jumpa lagi di video-video berikutnya. Dadah.